We're going to talk about aging.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like looking forward, actually. That actually is an
Mm,
incredibly good segue.
mm.
And why should you work out as you get older? Because it's not just about coming to the gym and competing. That's actually a really, really small, tiny thing in the grand scheme.
It is. And I'm going through a transition in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It
You
has
need to
nothing.
explain what's going on because people watching have no idea what's going on
Oh yeah, a
if they
bunch
haven't been following.
bunch of people have asked me.
Yeah.
Well, I went to get hernia surgery, and then I found out I had a. They call it AFib.
Mm-hmm. Atrial fibrillation.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so like an irregular heartbeat.
Yeah.
So they canceled the surgery, and I went back to the cardiologist.
And they shocked you.
Yeah, they knocked me out, put a tube with a camera in my stomach, and then up to my heart, make sure there was no problems with
Mm-hmm.
the pumping, and the heart was good, and
Yeah.
nothing was wrong with that. They put these big pads on me and shocked me back into rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm purring like a kitten.
You sure about that?
Yeah, great heartbeat. I kind of feel good.
Good.
So I have to be on blood thinners for a month because after they do that, you have a chance of blood clots.
Yeah.
And then I can get my hernia surgery.
So what's like exactly how far out do you have to wait and be patient?
They said 30 days on blood thinners. Then I go get hooked up to the machine and then make sure everything's good. But I have been using my Apple Watch, which does the
Yeah.
EKG, and it shows that
Isn't that funny? We
Yeah,
can't.
I know, I never knew it. There was a
Yeah.
couple times 2 or 3 years ago, I went to the doctor and somebody was listening to my heart and they're like, "Hey, have you ever been told you have an irregular heartbeat?" And I'm like, "What? No." And then nothing's ever came up since. I've got it checked.
It's because you're really healthy, and I don't know
Yeah,
if you have. I'm assuming you have the same experience I do. But when you go to the doctor and there does happen to be something wrong,
yeah,
once they finally figure it out, they're like, "Oh, we never would have thought of this. You're so healthy,"
yeah,
and so it's not something they're looking for
yeah.
because it's something that's more typical of someone with some kind of metabolic disorder. They're
Mhm.
severely overweight,
Yeah.
diabetic or pre-diabetic.
They
All
said
those
people
things.
can go in and out too, so
Yes,
that could have been a situation that was going on. Contributors can be stress.
excessive caffeine,
Yeah, caffeine. Um,
lack of sleep.
lack of sleep. So, I mean, with the job and all that stuff, I mean, it's just wear and tear. I call it like I went, through the fast oil change place and I got this
Yes.
super tune up.
Okay,
I
that's
paid
like
for
the
the
shock.
most expensive
I sure
package.
hope you didn't pay the most expensive.
Yeah, well, at the hospital, probably
You
did.
probably did.
Fortunately, I have insurance, so that's good. But I'll still pay some, I'm sure. You know how that stuff
So when you
works.
say transitioning, what do you mean by transitioning specifically?
Well, I was talking. I know I've had this conversation with you, but I've had it with Christy, my wife, the kids. I just don't know how to turn it off.
Mm-hmm. What if you don't turn it off? What if you just turn it a different direction?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I've been competing for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know that I believe some of the people go, "You're pushing too hard." I don't even listen, bro. I'm gonna hammer down. It don't matter. It don't matter if I'm competing or not. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you can turn it off.
Yeah. It don't matter if I'm competing or not. I'm going to push really hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but meaning the fact of the transition, like I want to do other things. I love
Not
CrossFit.
just CrossFit.
Yeah, I love CrossFit. I'm always my foundation is CrossFit. I'm always going to do CrossFit. Whether it's here, whether it's gone, that's the foundation. Functional fitness, that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe like some high rocks we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like
Trail races.
some trail races.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do some Spartans.
Mm-hmm.
I know Evan's been dying for somebody to do
And
that
Jared,
with.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah. They would love it. Yeah.
I want to do those things. Run some 5Ks.
Mm-hmm.
Just simple. The endorphins of running. I was thinking about how much I miss it and love it. We still run at CrossFit, but I mean like
Just pure running.
yeah,
Yeah.
for time,
Mm-hmm.
distance and stuff like that. Like I want to do all the things.
But that's what's so good about CrossFit. Like if you if you use CrossFit as your primary training method, and then you incorporate, like obviously if it's running specific, more like a high rocks that is more running intensive. Obviously running a 5K or a trail race is a little bit different, and you have to add in more running days.
Yeah.
But far and away, because I did a million marathons. The fastest I ever was when I was doing CrossFit as a base and doing the endurance workouts on top of that. And that's one of the reasons why we've added it into our programming.
Here's
what?
I know, but here's the thing.
Yes.
When I said I can't turn it off,
yeah.
Let me tell you what stuff I think about.
What?
See, I can do all that stuff and that's fun and I want to do it. But like you come in and like, you know, because we program.
Yes.
And then when I'm healthy and this hernia gets done.
Hallelujah.
And then like doing muscle ups, ring muscle ups. Or we're doing bar muscle ups.
Yes. Or
we're doing handstand push-ups.
Yes.
You get FOMO. You start twitching. You know,
you
like
do some of that.
I know, but then your mind says like, if you don't do that, you're not going to be able to do them anymore.
But that's not true.
And then what if? Then I see all these black, like these faces, like these shadows, and they're like, what? What? What do you mean you're not doing muscle ups? Or what do you mean you're not doing the open? Or what do you mean you're not doing the quarterfinal? What do you mean you're not competing for the games?
But that's where if you just love the process and you just embrace working hard every single day, and then you don't have the stress of, if all you care about is the destination, you miss the point.
I care about maximizing human performance.
And if you're doing that every day and you focus fitness on just that day.
And health.
Yeah, that's why we do this.
But I want to be the top of the spear.
Yeah. Do you remember that book you had me read, Relentless? And Tim Grover's the author, right?
Amazing book.
Yes. Michael Jordan's personal coach.
Yeah, I can't read that again, and then I'm going to go compete.
Okay, so maybe you should wait. But what he said was that, you know, to be at the top, and he uses the term cleaner, you cannot be a cleaner in everything. You've got to pick. And so whatever your focus is for right then, you focus on that. We know the games are going to happen every year.
I agree. I'm just being vulnerable.
I know.
And telling I have to be a cleaner for myself.
I know you do.
So the transition, and I know I can do it, is because I want to fitness and push myself to the limits, but I want to fitness for fun. I want the endorphins, all the other things. At the end of the day, listen, I was being kind of funny and over the top. Like, I know as you get older, we can control those things. And, you know, it's sad sometimes, like you know, you want to, but then you realize, like, you know, you're doing it for the betterment of people. Now I can try to help and coach you more so you can get to the games because you want to be there. You know, I'm able to do other things with other people. Like, say, Evan wanted to do a Spartan.
Yes, of course.
You know, if one of the guys out here wanted to go run, I could go run with them. What's our guy that runs all the time in here? Scott.
Oh, so we have more than one. Yeah, no, he's the one. He's currently training for.
Yeah, but he really trains. He enjoys doing that.
Oh yeah. I think he had like a 20 miler.
Yeah, this it's people like that. Like if you able, because you get so laser focused on the other stuff, and like you can't really do it with other people. So
we got to do an Ironman.
Who said that?
I just throwing it out there.
I'm not riding the bike.
Yes, you are.
No, you got to put those tights and stuff on.
You'll be okay.
I don't want to do that.
You could do it without that. It would make it worse.
And then a helmet.
You do need a helmet when you're riding that fast. It's a really good decision.
No helmet. And then you got, do they wear those, do they have the mirrors on?
I mean, I didn't have a mirror on it when I rode bikes. If you want a mirror, we can get you one.
And then those really, those shirts are so tight.
Do you know why they're like that?
Why?
It's because it's aerodynamic.
Oh, no, bro.
Have you tried to ride a bike fast in a t-shirt before?
I just do the bike erg. I'm not aerodynamic. There's nothing. There's nothing about me that's aerodynamic. I would be like resistance to the wind.
Mark my words. In 2 years, Bruce Thomas is going to do an Ironman.
I'll go surf. That'd be cool.
What about the Iron Cowboy?
Easy. That Joker's crazy.
I know. You love the Iron Cowboy.
I know. He's the man.
And
if you haven't looked up the Iron Cowboy, you need to check him out.
We're drifting. We're drifting.
So back to what I'm saying too, so we program, and then I can be able to do more stuff for the class. I enjoy working out with the
class.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, so
Community's
it
important.
more present with people. And I have been, but like you get so laser focused, like you have to train to get there. Like that's your life.
You do. You do have to train to get to the games. It's not something where you can just come to a class and maybe hit an extra workout on Saturday mornings and make it anymore. A long time ago, that was the case, especially if you had like a gymnastics background. Anymore, no. If you really want to get there, you have to do more.
So it's a struggle for me doing those things, but that's the newfound vision is broaden myself more. Now, you know, could be like an AA meeting and I just fall and hit the open. That's not my plan. That's not my goal. I don't think that looks very good for me at all this year, seeing how I'm probably going to have surgery in December if all goes well, and I'm probably not going to be fully recovered till March.
Yeah.
So I have to slowly ramp it up. Yeah. So yeah.
We got to push that high rocks back again.
Yeah, probably. We had in high rocks in November. I had to push it back. I pushed it back to the beginning of the year. They're cool, and they say you can go next, so we have to probably push that one. But yeah, so it's probably gonna be March before I'm like fully back.
That's not
Yeah, so I probably won't have to worry about much this year. So that'd be a good, perfect little transition to help guide me into being more open to being just happy with my normal fitness.
Your fitness isn't ever going to be normal.
No,
but it is going to be normal for you.
Yeah.
Your fitness normal is different than other people's fitness normal.
Well, it gives me a good idea to make just crazy tough, you know, smash you in the face type workouts.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's fun. And then I get to participate. I think that's the key when you get to make them and participate. Did I make any points during this conversation?
Well, I mean, yes, sort of. But yeah, I mean, talking about how do you transition from something, this is a really important point, especially for athletes. When you have a setback and you can't do something.
Yeah.
When I was primarily running and I hurt my IT band. And so anytime I ran, it was a shooting pain down the side of my knee. And at that time, I viewed myself only as a runner. And it was really, really hard. And I think that a lot of people go through that, and what they end up doing is quitting. And so if we can make a point to people out there that when you have a setback, you have to pivot. Like, and friends like pivot. You have to like pivot with the couch, but you can't just give up on everything. If you hurt your foot, you've got every other body part you can use. If you're, stuck in the bed for a while, train your mind. There are other ways to train than just the one way you think you knew how. And so not giving up and not just stopping is really important for people, because as you get older, there's less and less time that you can spend doing nothing and not having a mate and making your fitness go way down the drain. When you're younger, it can be a couple months and you're still okay. As you get older, in about 2 weeks, your fitness starts to drop off drastically. You can maintain and do the bare minimum to hold on to it. You don't have to do extra. But if you drop off completely, it's really hard coming back. And
I will say what I do enjoy too, though, especially going through this transitional hernia. I'm still working out. I'm just being very careful, but I do like it when, I don't have a lot of time and I'm hitting a 20 or 30-minute workout and I feel just really good. And
it changes your mindset.
Yeah, so not every day, has to be smash you in the face 2 hours of training. Now I get it. If you're training for the games, it's a different animal, but I am enjoying those types of things, class workout filled with a strength, modifying a workout, an hour, you're in and out, you're done, you're off about your day. You feel good, you look good, you got your meals prepped. I mean, so, I guess if we're trying to make points to anyone out there, it's kind of what you said. No matter your situation, you can always do something. It doesn't matter if it's 10, 15, 20 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 45. Doesn't matter if it's an hour. Whatever you allotted for. And I would imagine with anyone, as you progress in fitness, then you're able to work out more and push the limits. But do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
Don't make it unhealthy. Like I'm at the point to where I don't want the games to be like
if it's not the games, it's nothing.
Yeah. You know, and like that defines me. What do you mean you're not? You know, like there's so many other things you can do and enjoy, and CrossFit will always be my base. But I'm really at my age learning. I want to branch out and have some fun and do some other things, and you know, really go after it. But open it up, open it up. You know,
and that's really what CrossFit is supposed to be, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's the perfect training method.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's fun to use it as a sport, which is what the games are.
Yeah.
But at its heart, CrossFit is training for life, so that you can go do all kinds of other cool stuff.
Oh well, I mean that's another topic, but at its core, it's from sickness to wellness. Yeah. Yeah. Forget all the competition.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's about improving people's quality of life and their health span.
100%. No, never mistake anything. No matter what we do in life, it's trained for longevity, health, wellness. Be around for everybody around you. Yeah. So, wow, that was 18 minutes.
Okay, we better shut up.
Holy moly. Yeah, I could have kept going. All right, cool. It's Aaron's birthday.
It is.
45. We're gonna go have breakfast and coffee. Yep. In Eagleville at the
Grindstone Cowboy. If you haven't been there and you're in the area, it is a wonderful little local coffee shop.
That's cool.
It's owned by a country music singer.
Oh, really?
What's his name? I'm gonna feel bad now.
Hank Williams Jr.
That's not him.
No.
I don't know. He's behind the bar a lot. He's a real nice guy.
Yeah.
I know that.
All right. What do you got left to say?
I know.
You ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday!
That's not it.
Let's go.
You're so dumb.
Shut that shit off.
No, you do it. I can't. Go turn it off.